working God. Give you all the praise. Give you all the glory. You alone deserve it. You put my enemies under my feet. Because I have you, I face no defeat. Higher and higher, I give you the praise and I give you the honor because you're the king. You love me personally. See the testimony. You get the glory. You get the honor and everything. Yeah, you love me personally. See the testimony. You get the glory. You get the honor and everything. Oh, about you. About you. About you too good. Jehovah, you too kind of. See the things that you done for me. About you too kind of.
The good things that you they do. You just cut on my hand, oh. Oh, the many blessings you bless me. I cannot tell
yeah. Right. You my ride or die. Like a diamond we will shine. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side. You my ride or die. Like a diamond we will shine. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side.
Angel face with angel eyes, you must be heaven sent. Our hearts had a collision and it minds you left a dent. This love is meant to happen, girl, it's not an accident. So if you give me your heart, I promise I will represent. You're my pieces, I'm your puzzle. You're my rain, I'm your puddles. You're my teddy bear like Snuggles. If it's team us, let's huddle. We can be strength in life struggles. You're my red nose with no muzzle. I can be the product, you can be the dollars. Girl, let's orchestrate this hustle.
Oh, yeah, right. Girl, you my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Right. Baby girl, it's you and I. Yeah. Baby, I won't leave your side. Right. You my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Right. Baby girl, it's you and I. Yeah. Baby, I won't leave your side.
Flying directions, you would be the destination.
You love me personally. See the testimony. You get the glory, Lord. You know. You love me personally. Testimony. You get the glory, Lord. Yeah. How about you doing? What you doing? How about you doing?
See the testimony. You got the glory. You got the honor and everything. Yeah.
You love me personal. You know me personal. You got the glory, Lord. Hey,
yeah. Oh, I do. Yeah.
D12 on the beat.
One love, yo. I don't know. Now what think I do, Papa? Why you keep blessing me like this? You favor me like you this. You still keep on protecting me like this. Yeah, you sustaining me like this. I'm so grateful, grateful, God. Say, I don't know. Now what think I do, Papa? Why you keep blessing me like this? And you keep favoring me like this. You protecting me like this. And you sustaining me like this. Say, I'm so grateful. Yeah, yeah. You give me plenty money. Too much data. Far cherry. You put food on my table, clothes on my body, and you share to me. You share to me, so I said, "Come your blessing, ain't there one by one, and you will know what thing that I can do." I'm so thankful, yeah. See, yeah, I'm so grateful, yeah. I used to be cocky on the carry. I didn't have no lyrics. They used to call me for nothing. Yeah, sister boy. But thank God you never let me down. No, you always been there for me. So I raise my voice and say, I don't know. Now one thing I do, Papa, why you keep loving me like this? Oh, you favor me like this. You keep on protecting me like this. You sustaining me like this. So I say, I'm so grateful, God. Jehovah Jireh, yeah, my provider. Oh, Jehovah Rapha, yeah, my healer. Oh, Jehovah Shalom, yeah. Oh, my peace of mind. You are my strength, like no other. Oh, you are my song in the storm. I just wanna praise you and praise you. Lift my voice to you, my God. Give you praise, yeah. Say, I don't know. Now what thing I do, Papa? Why you keep on blessing me like this? You keep on favoring me like this. Oh, you keep on protecting me like this. Yeah, sustaining me like this. Say, I'm so grateful, God. Grateful God. You give me plenty money. Too much data. Far cherry. You put food on my table, clothes on my body, and you share to me. You share to me, so I say, elevation by you, promotion by you, celebration by you, blessing by you, favor by you. When it's plenty. I'm grateful, God. Oh, I don't know. Now one thing I do, Papa, why you keep on blessing me like this? Oh, you favor me like this. Oh, you loving me like this. Blessing me. Oh, thank God. Grateful, Lord. Grateful. Oh.
Flippo, I owe your food. I didn't have a reason to live, you showed me the way, and I'm grateful for everything that you did. You never ever played me low. See, I'm not worthy of your grace, I'm not worthy of your blessings. Still, you not close me over, still you not give up on me. I call you my doctor, my bro, my brabio. See your man, let's all go more. Nanga, you hella bo. Le call you Elohim, yes, what tato. Like you, the one can win all the battle. You give me more reason to pray. God don't give up on me. God don't give up on me. up on me. God don't give 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 up on me. Don't give up on me. You told me not to worry. We should give you thanks and praise. Acapella ku aspeo. Me understand the trail. Me, I give it all to you. Give it all to you. And I got friend to say. Glipper, you lead the way. You told me call on you. Call on you. Call on you. I just need to kneel and pray. Like you get it final say, oh. God, don't give up on me. Don't give up on me. God, don't give up on me. Don't give up on me. God, don't give up on me. Don't give up on me. God, don't give up on me. Don't give up on me. See, God, don't give up on me. I beg you, don't give up on me. Please don't give up on me. Don't give up on me.
Yeah, beats.
Although you boo, I say, come you. Give me your love, I could conquer you. I be a man, I say, don't worry. And we go there together. Although you boo, I say, come you. Give me your love, I could conquer you. I be a man, I say, don't worry. And we go there together.
They take away that you come from you. Yeah, you come from me. Take away that you come from you. Yeah, you come from me. They take away that you come from you. Yeah, you come from me. Take away that you come from you. Yeah, you come from me.
Girl, I want you to hold me. This kind of love is never boring. Show me, baby girl, I'm ready to follow. Show me, it's gonna be just you and I till we can die. Nobody else, you my shorty. We could stay together to the end, no falling. Call me whenever you need me. I'm coming. I'ma be your baby for life. I'm gonna try to make you smile, Angelina. My temperature is rising, it's rising, it's rising for you, my baby. Angelina, my temperature is rising, it's rising, it's rising for you.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that SendWave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly from my smartphone to the MTN Lone Star Cell mobile money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download SendWave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. SendWave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
Good afternoon, good evening. Another bright, sunny, and a wonderful Thursday morning here in Liberia, the 7th day of September AD 2023. Today is the D-Day for all citizens. Yeah, today, the Coalition for Democratic Change, CDC, is out. Yeah, they are out. They are out. Yay! Oh, CDC. Hey, CDC. So today, CDC out. We want to take the time to wish them well as they go about going all out today at the Antoinette Tottenham Stadium. There have been some gala put in place by the Liberian National Police. That's a joint security. Before I do that, let me say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Depends on where you are joining from. My name is Boakai Amara Kamara. Welcome to yet another edition of the Costa Show. So today is the Blue Day. They refer to this particular day as the Blue Day. That's the Coalition for Democratic Change, as they go about coming all out to launch their official campaign on today. So the Joint Security pull up a release. It says here, the release says here, a Joint Security announced vehicular movement, and public safety measures for CDC campaign launch today. The Joint Security announces to the driving public measures for smooth vehicular movement in Central Morovia during the launch of the campaign rally of the Coalition for Democratic Change, Thursday, September 7, 2023, at the Antoinette Tottenham Stadium. Below are routes that will be closed to the driving public: Camp Johnson Road and UN Drive and Clay Street, UN Drive and Center Street, Lynn and Benson Street. Those routes are closed. Those routes are closed. Once again, below are the routes that will be closed to the driving public. It means that no car will be passing there. No car can go all the places that we're talking about. To the public: Camp Johnson Road, UN Drive and Clay Street, UN Drive and Center Street, Lynch and Benson Street. So those routes will be closed. I say those routes will be closed to allow supporters of the CDC to access the Antoinette Tottenham Stadium with ease. No unauthorized vehicle will be allowed to use this closed route, or are asked to take due note of this notice and follow stringent security protocols to avoid inconvenience. The joint security assure that there will be free movement of vehicles outside of this closed route to ensure that other citizens can go about their normal businesses. Members of the public, particularly parties, members, and supporters, are urged to conduct themselves in an orderly, peaceful, and lawful manner. The joint security informed that such measure will be effected during all launch and closing rally of all political parties, keeping with the approved schedule of the National Elections Commission. This announcement was signed by the Joint Security and their spokesperson, Moses Carter. So they are not just saying that, this is going to be done for the CDC alone. They say we'll do it for all political parties in once they get a guideline from the National Elections Commission. They will do same when the Union Party is launching. They will do same when the ANC is launching. They will do same when other political parties are launching. Once they are going at the Antoinette Tottenham Stadium, they will do same for them. So we urge you to stay safe as you go out there today. We wish everybody is successful. We wish everybody is successful time being out there with your friends and family, because today the CDC out. So good morning, good afternoon. Today is gonna be a great day. I just don't know why I'm just feeling a little excited about. I don't know what's the excitement about. Maybe somebody come and send me something else, so I just excited of money. But it's good to be here this morning. We have few things to look at. The CDC will be launching uh their campaign today, and the Unity Party will be launching her campaign on the 17th. Their campaign will fall on a Sunday. Their campaign will fall on a Sunday. That's next weekend. The CDC, let me say, the Unity Party will be launching her campaign. And yesterday, Ambassador Joseph Yuma Boakai entered West Point. He was in West Point. After West Point, he went to Nuclear Time. Mr. Alexander Cummings was in district number around the Barnesville Market. That's district number 11 area. Mr. Alexander Cummings was there. From there, he walked. He even passed down Waterside also. Yeah, so everybody are out. Yeah, they are out canvassing, reaching out to their supporters and making them know that, yes, I'm contesting and are urging you to be a part of the process. So they are all out there the few days up until campaign can climax. So we thought it wise in updating you today. Mr. Alexander Cummings will be making his way to Grand Cape Man County. Yeah, he will be making his way to Grand Cape Man County for another campaign rally there in Grand Cape Man County. So we just thought it wise in letting you know about that. So, my people, you know the thing that happened in Sierra Leone. The election took place in Sierra Leone, and after that election, there was this rumor of vote rigging. You know, according to people, the government went about doing some inappropriate things and rigged the vote there in Sierra Leone. So the Americans took a stand in Sierra Leone and started to place visa restriction on people that rigged the election in Sierra Leone. So yesterday, the Charge Affairs close to Liberia, you know, we don't have an ambassador here, so the Charge Affairs close to Liberia hosted a press conference yesterday. I'm not going to talk much. I will just play you what she said about our upcoming election. And this is the same thing that we've been talking about here on this platform. We've been talking about peaceful election. And the Americans are saying, we are monitoring this election because we are spending our cash. And we'll be on ground here. We will be on ground here with other international partners to monitor this election. And we are sending a caveat out there to those that are thinking about rigging the elections. We are letting them know that we will place sanctions on people that are thinking that, oh, they will do some inappropriate things. I don't need to talk much. Now listen to what the Charge Affairs said. It says here, the newly appointed United States Charge Affairs Catherine Rodriguez calls on Liberia government to manage the October 10 election in free, fair, and transparent manner. America and the world is closely monitoring. Let's see if we can take this recording from the top. It's not long, but we need to hear what the Americans are saying about
other countries in the world. Your citizens will soon be celebrating your democracy by flocking to the polls to choose your leaders and representatives. It is a solemn responsibility. It is important that the government must ensure that these are free, fair, and peaceful elections, and to hold account.
The government must ensure that we have a free, fair election. The government must ensure that we have a free, fair election. Let's take it back. Let's play it for you.
Representatives, it is a solemn responsibility. It is important that the government must ensure that these are free, fair, and peaceful elections, and to hold accountable those who would attempt to disrupt it. Officials must also ensure that the government invests in an adequate level of money, personnel, and organizational resources to protect its citizens, candidates, polling stations, and election workers from intimidation or harm. The eyes of the world are focused on these elections and how they are managed. The United States, a longstanding partner of Liberia, along with the international community, has been working closely with the NEC to ensure that all election observers have full access to polling stations during election day, as well as access to the vote tallying. The U.S. Embassy, through USAID, is directly supporting both international and domestic election observer missions, as well as our own mission observing the election process throughout the country. The United States is also prepared to assist in efforts to keep these elections free, fair, and peaceful by holding accountable anyone responsible for engaging in activities to undermine the democratic election process in Liberia through additional measures such as sanctions. On a lighter note, I want to talk briefly.
Okay, so this is the somebody say is the message of the month. So now we'll take it bit by bit. You listen to her keenly. We'll take it bit by bit. Let's play it so you can listen. Then we'll talk about it right here this morning on this platform. Listen again.
World, your citizens will soon be celebrating your democracy by flocking to the polls to choose your leaders and representatives.
Your citizens will be celebrating another democracy by flocking to the polls to elect your leaders, your representatives, those that will lead you in a peaceful and democratic way. So the upcoming October 10th elections, the Americans are saying, we are monitoring every activities. We will spend our cash, but we urge the government, we urge the opposition to keep the peace alive. And we urge the government, we are working closely. We are working closely with the National Elections Commission to make sure that this process is free and fair. To make sure that this process is free and fair, free of violence. Because there will be measures put in place. There will be actions taken by us, the Americans, to sanction those that will get involved into intimidating people that will be going to the polls, citizens that will be going to exercise their right if they have been intimidated by other people. If they have been intimidated by political parties, if they have been intimidated by individuals, get to know that we, the Americans, we will take actions, choose putting or placing sanctions on those that will be involved into voters rigging, into intimidating people, into my sister Amy Rawa, I veil you. You know I veil you for, so let's forget that discussion.
Representatives. It is a solemn responsibility. It is important that the government must ensure that these are free, fair, and peaceful elections, and to hold accountable those who would attempt to disrupt it. Officials must also ensure.
Her statement is on the government. She said the government must make sure that the election is free and fair. So when we hear people talking, say, oh, Georgia will rig the election, Georgia will do this. Georgia is not capable of rigging any election in Liberia. Don't be carried away. Don't be carried away. Don't be carried away. Joshua and the CDC, They are not capable of breaking any election in Liberia. Don't be. They shouldn't fool you, sir. And I clever people let me not say that, sir. Because when you go about breaking elections, there will be circumstances that will follow. You have to be prepared. The international partners are watching. The U.S. Embassy and the Americans are watching. I'm not saying we will not win. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Joe Bwaka will not win. I'm not saying that. I'm not saying Mr. Kumis will not win. No. What am I saying? I'm saying that the peace, we have to maintain the peace. This message is also going to the opposition. We shouldn't just limit it to the government. We shouldn't just limit it to the government. The opposition should also get ready to maintain the peace. To maintain the peace. And, you know, today, we see the seditions are out. You not see United Party people out there bad-mouthing them, trying to create chaos. All we are seeing, everybody just on social media doing what they're supposed to do. So when the other political parties are out, let the seditions give them chance to exercise their right. To exercise their right. Liberians, this is our country. Nobody should come and tell us that they will sanction us before we do the right thing. You know, we are more, we should be a civilized country. We are going to an election. Let the right thing be done. And the burden now is on the National Elections Commission. You know, when I listen at Deviator Brown Lassana, you have a tax on him. Your character will speak for you. People are looking at you today. If you allow yourself to be used by this government to do something that is not right, it will follow you and your children tomorrow. If you allow yourself to be used by the opposition, it will follow you and your children tomorrow. Stand that ground. Be that peaceful person. Live up to the task that tomorrow people can appoint you. When you leave that position as the chair of the National Elections Commission, people should say, yes, oh, Deviator Brown Lassana. She did her best. Even though the election was very much crucial, but she stood her ground. She stood her ground and conducted a free, fair, and transparent election. We don't want tomorrow after the elections, then we start hearing about the Americans sanctioning you, Americans sanctioning the entire commissioners there at the National Elections Commission, and then your family. Remember this. This will not only be about you, like the American did to the people there in Sierra Leone. What they did in Sierra Leone, let me read it for you. What they did to the people there in Sierra Leone. I'm coming. I'm trying to find it quickly. What they did to the people there in Sierra Leone. Okay, this is the statement that came out. This was a statement put out by the American embassy there in Sierra Leone. What do you think it can happen here after our elections? It says, The United States is committed to supporting and advancing democracy in Sierra Leone and around the world. Today, I am announcing a new visa restriction policy under Section 212A, 3C of the Immigration and Nationality Act for undermining a democratic process in the June 2023 Sierra Leonean election. Under this policy, the United States will pursue visa restriction for those believed, once again, for those believed to be responsible for or complicit in undermining democracy in Sierra Leone, including through the manipulation of rigging of the election process, intimidation of voters, election observers or civil society organization, through threats or acts of physical violence, or the abuse of violation of related human rights in Sierra Leone. Family members, once again, listen to this part. Family members of such persons may also be subject to these restrictions. Persons who undermine the democratic process in Sierra Leone, including in the lead up to doing this and the following Sierra Leoneans in 2023 election, may be found ineligible for visa to the United States of America. So this was a statement put out there by the Americans in Sierra Leone. They are not saying that we are only sanctioning those that were responsible for doing it, but we are sanctioning, or we are carrying out the visa restriction for even their families. Their family will be placed on visa restriction too. So you want, for instance, if I am Mr. Boakai, I am working at the National Elections Commission, and then I go and carry out voters rigging, did something that is out of the way. Later on, they place visa restriction on me, and then place visa restriction on my daughter, my son, my brother, my sisters, my family. I will be held liable. So now, those that are family members to those that are serving in various positions at the National Elections Commission, they should take the advice now to them. Say, our life matters. The war is watching you. Do the rightful thing for the Liberian people. Do the rightful thing. Do the needful thing, so that we can be placed on visa restriction that like they did for the people there in Sierra Leone. Liberia, this is the time. This statement coming from the Chargé Affairs there at the U.S. Embassy is on caveat.
In the world, your citizens will soon be celebrating your democracy by flocking to the polls to choose your leaders and representatives. It is a solemn responsibility. It is important that the government must ensure that these are free, fair, and peaceful elections, and to hold accountable those who would attempt to disrupt it.
The government must ensure that there are free, fair elections and hold accountable those that will want to disrupt the election. You listen to that part? And hold accountable those that will want to disrupt the election. Whether that the opposition that want to disrupt the election, they should be held accountable. They should be held accountable. So the government need to do something about it.
Who would attempt to disrupt it. Officials must also ensure that the government invests in an adequate level of money, personnel, and organizational resources to protect its citizens, candidates, polling stations, and election workers from intimidation or harm. The eyes of the world are focused on these elections and how they are managed. The United States, a long-standing partner of Liberia, along with the international community, has been working closely with the NEC to ensure that all election observers have full access to polling stations during election day, as well as access to the vote tallying. The U.S. Embassy through USAID is directly supporting both international and domestic election observer missions, as well as our own mission observing the election process throughout the country.
As well as our own observer mission monitoring the election throughout the country. Yeah, as well as our own observers monitoring the election throughout the country. Oh yes, this is a powerful message, and we are looking at this message this morning. Yeah, we are looking at this message this morning. We all set our discussion.
The United States is also prepared to assist in efforts to keep these elections free, fair, and peaceful by holding accountable anyone responsible for engaging in activities to undermine the democratic election process in Liberia through additional measures such as sanctions. On a lighter note, I want to talk briefly about two very
sanctions. So yeah, it was sanctioned, but now again we'll say those that were sanctioned by the Americans. Those that were sanctioned by the Americans, the McGill, the leg of McGill, the leg of Bill Twaway, the leg of Senior Serena Cephas, the leg of Prince Johnson, they are still playing part in our body politics. They are still taking part in our body politics. So some people say it's not really necessary. What would sanction do to the American? We say to the Liberian people. What would sanction do? Sanction. There are various types of sanctions, though. If you don't know, there are various types. They are various types. So if you come and sit there, you say it's not important, you should think twice. You should think twice. This government need to do more. This government need to maintain a peace. The opposition need to maintain a peace. Everybody's hands have to be on deck to see to it that we go throughout a peaceful process. And I love this statement from the Americans. I love this statement from the Americans, and we hope that everybody live up to this. Everybody live up to this. So we'll open the phone lines this morning. Our talking point was centered around this, but I just want to chip in a little bit about the appearance of the vice standard bearer of the Alternative National Congress yesterday at CEO. She made some statement there. I'll just play a few bars of it. We can chip in on that too. We can chip in on that too. She was speaking at CEO. That's the running mate to Mr. Zana Cummins.
They're feeding for what people here wanting. So they will buy it. I tell you, we gotta give their time. The our tradition, we are traditional people. You have to give their time. As crime comes into this country, none of us are safe. Hating what we're playing with here today. Hating what we're playing with, hating we're playing with him. South Africa, Nigeria, Lagos we're playing with him. They're not just awesome, they're not just so-called politicians will come after. Organized crime is at its nascent, at its juvenile, at its beginning stage in Liberia. Take time. Find a government that is serious to fight crime. That your children, that your women, call for faith, who will be the first to be raped. Because love that start. Who will be the first to be raped? It is you who will be armed robbed, who will be victims of armed robbery. When they taste for drugs, become so insatiable that people are coming to you. That somebody is willing to walk into a store with a bazooka and shoot and kill the tailors on Plessy Street to take their cloth and sell for drugs. Then you become alarmed. The government not taking the epidemic serious. It's knocking at our door. If not fought the civil war brutalized us, the thing we're knocking on our door. The drug prices will go in the booth. October 10th, remember my words. We gotta give you a time. The other tradition, we are traditional people. You have your time, we got buy a time for everyone here. We have already committed to the $800 United States dollars.
So she was speaking yesterday at the rally at CEO. So she made some statement about maintaining the peace in Liberia and maintaining the peace like we've been saying. So we'll open the phone lines this morning +231 888 62417 10770 102 102. You listen to the American embassy near Monrovia. You listen to their charge affairs, and they are talking about sanction on those that will rig the election. We normally hear people say, "Oh, Georgia will rig the election. Georgia will do this," but you listen to them now. You listen to the embassy now. According to them, we are following the activities closely. We are following these activities closely. And the Liberian people need to know.
Later, and if the government officials protecting the packet while you are dying in poverty. We got education. We got our economy. Because as I say, economy has shrunk. The drug epidemic.
So let's take our first caller here this morning. Edward, good morning and welcome.
Yes, good morning, Barkay.
Edward, you listen to Charge Affairs here in Liberia, and they are talking about sanction.
Thank you, Barkay. You know, the last time I wanted to call in on this topic before the U.S. embassy would come in yesterday to really, as I said, give me 3 minutes. Let me tell you that Liberia will not rig this election because I tell you, Barkay, I was a first-time voter in 1985, and we saw how they rigged the election. When government is rigging election, you will see them working with neck because it happened in 1985. The first thing they did, because the Popular Party in 1985 that they knew that was going to win the election was G. Bagos Matthew, the UPP. The first thing they did, they banned that party. They banned that party from taking part in the election. And the next thing that we did was to pass to Jackson Doe, because they didn't know that he felt that if he abandoned that party, then people are going to go behind him. But I tell you, when Doe went to announce the election, they made a chair election in 1985 was Emmett Hammer. Emmett Hammer was 72 years. They made several soldiers. Back they made several soldiers, thousands of soldiers for that announcement of the election. And before Emmett Hammer announced that election, the first thing he told Liberian people was the election was destined by God to tell you that I mean the people because you will see it. The brother the people had an election bucket. Instead of counting the ballot that we have done, what we can do right now, the people collected all the ballot people and carried to Unity Conference Center to go count the ballot. Gotcha. So what I'm trying to say is so much. I don't want to go because I don't take up your time, but when election is to be rigged, you will see it.
Okay.
And
Thank you so much. Let me take another person here. Good morning. Welcome.
good morning, brother.
Yeah, you're live. Your name is joining us from.
I'm Cyrus Foko calling from India. When I read the press statement, I was so happy. It couldn't have come more better than this time. You know, the United States international relations, like their relationship, a foreign relationship with African countries, especially in the West, it has been threatened or recent. Most especially with the prevailing situation in the West region in terms of the coup d'etat. So people have now come to the realization that instead of us sitting down and allowing these people to have that will, then at the end of the day, the people rise up against them. Prevention is better than cure. Instead of finding a solution to cure the problem, we can prevent the situation from happening. And that's exactly what happened. The United States foreign relations have been threatening the West. Look at what happened in Niger. Look at what happened in Mali. Look at what happened in Guinea. And all these things are only because people rig election, people teach constitution just because they want to stay in power, and they didn't do anything. So looking at like brother, people now won't get standing out, they will not sit and fold their hands. So just we are people, they should wash up. They should wash up very, very you got it carefully. And now so there will be a lot of consequences on them. Thank you, brother.
Thank you so much. Now we'll take another person on this line. Good morning. Your name is joining us from.
Welcome. This is Vincent Kia.
Mr. Kia, welcome.
All right. You know, I said this before, and I'm going to say it again. When somebody has a spirit of doing wrong or stealing, when something happens, or something, when they sit down by themselves, they think that somebody's going to do the same thing with them. So they can be so careful to start complaining.
Hello, Mr.
The election is not.
Mr. Kia, this is the Americans that are saying this. They are warning everybody, those that are participating. So there's no specific person saying that there will be a voter ranking or whatsoever thing. The Americans.
The reason they're really saying that, is because those people start crying wolf early. Those same people start crying wolf early. That's why American is saying that. But let me tell you something. When you look at the record of President Weah, his track record will tell you that it's not like not a politician that great for stuff. He growing a society that he pay himself. So that's the government job. So look, let me tell you something. You send away after election, you will talk again. The election will be free and fair, and the Nigerian people will decide, they make sure they choose President Weah because they know what you do it. Look, as a way, let the laugh say. If election to be rigged, you see, they men going from county to county, going from village to village, making sure to go to the people. Why they say that in the city, they already complete most of water since almost 1 month. There's an election be rigged.
All right, thank you so much. That will take other callers. According to him, there will be no election rig. Joshua is working overtime. He's moving from place to place, but other people too are working overtime. So this is the statement. According to the Charge Affairs near Morovia, it says, the eyes of the world are focused on these elections and how they are managed. The United States, as a long-standing partner of Liberia, along with the international community, has been working closely with the National Elections Commission to make sure that all election observers have full access to polling stations during election day, as well as access to vote tallying. The U.S. Embassy, through UC, is directly supporting both international and domestic election observers missions, as well as our own mission observing the election process across the country. Mrs. Rodriguez said, this year's election marked the fourth straight presidential pool since the end of Liberia's 14 years of civil war, which ended 2 decades ago. The first held in 2005, blah, blah, blah. So we come. However, the NEC has executed most of, this. So you listen to that. We are still taking your course. We are still taking your course. 0770-102-102-86 0103-83-555 102-102. The WhatsApp number is +231-888-624171. And we are taking your calls this morning. You will be live on the Costa Show. What do you make of the statement coming from the charge d'affaires of the U.S. Embassy on the issue about voters rigging? And they are saying, we will put stop to this. We will fight this process. Let's take Frank Gibson. Frank, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Brackine. Good morning to the people of Liberia. Just want to, first of all, let me get all my citizens to take it very easy today. Calm, cool, don't disturb anybody. Master your program and have a good program, and let the rest of the citizens go in peace and let it do their normal businesses. Now, on the issue of these elections, it baffles me at times, sometimes when people taking the American people's statement to be, the American people are the most destructive people in the world. The American people, they do not support peace. The American people are the people who disturb the peace of the world, all around the world. They are in all countries disturbing peace. So, in the sometimes speaking in the Liberian case, people get to fear, because, I understand maybe the reason is that people don't want when they go to the American embassy, they won't get visa to go to America, which is good also.
Frank, let me ask you two questions. Number one, before you end, number one, which country is our number one ally?
Which country is Liberia number one ally?
Yeah.
Okay, America number one ally.
Okay. My second question is, which country do we depend on 100% for everything?
No, that's a point. That's a point, because if Liberia, I'm coming.
No, Frank, I just want you to answer. Then you can go ahead.
Liberia do not depend on any country for anything.
No, Liberia don't depend on any country for anything, right?
For everything, Liberia do not depend on any country for everything. Okay, because if that
Frank, make your point. Go ahead, make your point. Go ahead, make your point.
Thank you very much. I will come back to your first question. You said which country is Liberia's first ally? It's America. But America has been under the destruction of Liberia. America has destroyed Liberia from the fabric from the very beginning. So you cannot call a country an ally and that country destroy you. If you look at what happened to Togo, America was involved in the 1980 coup to destroy Togo. If you look at what happened in the 1990 war, America was highly involved in that war. If you look at what happened in the land war, America was highly involved in the land war. So how can you call a country an ally and that country always destroy you? It's America who destroyed the fabric of every country in every aspect in that particular country. So America cannot be Liberia's best ally, and Liberia cannot depend on America for anything, because America has always destroyed that country. You people do have a better future, because your young age, you do not enjoy your young age as we were coming in the early or late 80s. Okay. You people do not enjoy your young age. Most of you people pass your young age through war, beginning from 2000 up to 2005, or beginning from 1990 up to 2005. So America cannot be Liberia's best ally, because America is one of the destructive countries that have destroyed Liberia.
Okay.
We should say that.
So the statement coming from the charge d'affaires is not something that we should take seriously, okay? Right? Is that what you're saying?
No, the statement from the charge d'affaires is just to put fear in people. But America is not serious of any peace in a particular country, but they are destroying Liberia. America is the destructive country.
Frank Gibson, when you coming to Liberia? When you coming back home to
I will be in Liberia the 30th of September.
You coming to settle now?
By the grace of God. September 30th, by the grace of God, I'll be in Liberia.
Okay, Frank. Thank you so much. Let me take another person on this line. Good morning. Welcome.
September 30th, by the grace of God, I'll be in Liberia. Okay, Frank.
Good morning.
Good morning, Biggie. It's Alex Member calling from Minnesota.
Welcome, MS.
Frank Gibson, I don't know how to describe him. His lack of knowledge. He doesn't know Liberian history. He doesn't know traditional religions within Liberia in United States. So you could say he's so eager supporting the government. He considered the warning that was given by the U.S. ambassador or agent ambassador as against George Weah.
No,
my observation
about Frank is that because his government is in power today, if the Americans say anything, it means that once it is going against his government, it means that the Americans are nobody. They are not anything to Liberia. But if it was other government that were in power and CDC were trying to unseat them, you're not going to say such a thing against the Americans. That's the typical mindset of a sedition. Hello? Oh, sorry, we missed. Sorry, you just ended it. Good morning. Welcome.
Hey, brother, good morning.
Yep.
I'm Jerome. I'm Jerome calling from Fargo, North Dakota.
Welcome.
You know, brother, my point this morning, I always listen to this same gazing man. It have already been proven that the sedition are very stupid kind of people. Sorry to say this morning, right? I shouldn't be insulting on your show.
Yeah.
But what was somebody, what was a Liberian that living in the diaspora call on a talk show that a lot of people listening to around the world that say America is not Liberia, a greater island, number one, number two, America waging war all over the place, and it's giving all that a bogus statements. I just don't know how Liberians actually analyze their politics and how they actually analyze things that are going on in Liberia. You cannot live with all America. That's just a reality. You cannot live with all America. So when America come out with a statement telling you that they are watching the election so closely, and anything crazy, they're going to post sanction on all those people, officials. They are serious, and we should take it serious. Thank you for answering my call this morning.
Thank you so much. Now we'll take the person here. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, brother. This is Brother Sherry Beeson, and I'm calling you from Buchanan, Grand Bassa.
Welcome. How is Grand Bassa County?
Yeah, Grand Bassa is good. Thank you for let me just jump to the topic immediately. The statement from the United States government is not only for the party or for everybody.
Yeah, everybody.
It's for everybody. Even as we speak now, the opposition will speak strongly. Because in the opposition, there are people that threaten the peace already put in noticing them. The one I'm always saying this, in case of lawmaker from America release any statement concerning Liberia, will be here around, all media will take it. But a lawmaker that will go in with you, going to threaten the peace of the country and we're taking it less. So where are we standing? So it could be any other person, whether opposition, whether imposition. Thank you for the show, brother.
Thank you so much for calling in from Grand Bassa County. Let's take Thomas William on this line. Thomas William, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Bwaga. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty well.
Yeah, Bwaga, thank you very much. You know, Bwaga, sometimes I feel frustrated. Bwaga, the seditions that are in Liberia, I don't hold them responsible sometimes the way they behave, because our society is responsible and directs the behavior of people. No people just they are sycophant and hypocrite because that how our whole government system is centered around that. But the sedition I get problem with that those who live in a first world country with a fourth world brain, like Gibson from Paris. You know, Gibson is a sedition living in a first world country, France, with a fourth world brain. So he talks recklessly. So now, if you compare the analysis with somebody in 6th grade in Liberia, the person in 6th grade presents better argument than him. You see how reckless he was on the phone saying that America is responsible for Liberia discussion. All the reason why he's saying that because CDC's interest, the government is in power. So today, see how he addressed the most powerful country in the world, the country we run to for help whenever we are in trouble. We are in trouble. Today, he addressed them just because he wants to certify slave master. So, you know, there's a kind of problem with Facebook. Sometimes that's the kind of frustration we share. Even it's not even with KFC alone, even we have most of them in America, even people who work for their own money, who should be thinking independently. I don't know the CDC is a cash or it's a secret card that no brother Costa used to say this. Have a new president, To be honest, democratically, we got to get rid of CDC. I'm not saying we should do harm to them, but democratically, through a transparent political democratic process, that whole secret cut. No, we have to destroy it democratically and politically so that thing they call CDC never ever exists in Liberia. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you so much, Thomas William, for calling in and making your input. Yes, citizens to have the right to say to have their say here, but where our brother was going, he was making it look like we ourselves not following the historic of Liberia. Let's take our big brother here. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, Vicky, I'm sorry, my phone went off. I didn't complete my statement. Yeah, I understand. These are the monster for substitution. I tried to find getting, but I expect them to be someone who is sound. And probably giving warning to everybody, not only the government, but we agree that 90% go to the government, but the government has all resources to rig the election. Opposition will not rig election. In fact, the history of rigging election in Liberia, even throughout Africa, it is not opposition rigging election. It is the government in power. Because they possess the power, they want to maintain power. So they do everything to maintain power. 1985, during election I rigged by Samuel Doe, I voted on the first voter at that time. It was not American government that told Samuel Doe to rig the election, but because he agreed. And one led to rigging the election brought war. Do you know how much thousands, billions of dollars America spent on Liberia supporting ECOWAS to bring peace to Liberia? They had their Frank to visiting Paris talking garbage.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. He have his right to make statement, just like he went out of contrary on saying some things that we all know about, and we have been following. We have been following our body politics, and we know what is good for our country. But this statement coming from the Americans is a statement that we all need to look at and play with it. Because if we just try something that will go out of the way, forget it. It will not be easy for those that will do it. Let's take this person here. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, boy guy.
Edwin, welcome.
Yeah, thank you for the recognition. This is Edwin Sherry from Painesville. Boy guy, in as much as the U.S. Embassy gave the statement that people who will rig the election they will put sanction on them. But trust me, brother, we the Nigerian people will not even wait for the U.S. Embassy to sanction people. If anybody try it and rig the election, we are not going to kill people, but it will be a massive demonstration to all main street in Monrovia. All main junction will be there because we're waiting to go for another 6 years in the kind of crisis we are in right now. People feel like we are free, but we're not free. We are not free because you go to bed and then you can't even sleep because they trust the bus in drugs now. They all around the community, the police, no material. So every arm never go to your house in the night, go there one night, you call the police, will not come. So we can't afford to live like this. So it's better for us to fight for our right. Even if we can die in it, we'll die in it. Then for us to, and people will rig our election, we say waiting for the West. We will not wait for the West. We ourselves will protect our food. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much. Now we'll take another person on this line here. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Baka. How are you?
I'm okay. Your name is joining us from?
Yeah, my name is Maurice Massakoy, calling from Belgium. Let me say thank you for the topic on the discussion.
Maurice.
You know, I remain a city. Yeah, Maurice Massakoy, calling from Belgium. I remain a bona fide citizen from 2005. You know, first of all, I've been knowing the president since 2005, and even before 2005, I used to get a football team called ETM. So I also helped President Weah to disarm disarm our brother and sister with my football team. I used to get on the Bapa, they used to call ETM and BRC. Before I come into this, you know, I've been knowing the president, so he served as a peace ambassador. So I think the way the opposition cry, oh, you know, we win the election. I don't think President we are going to do that. The man say one peace in our country. He served as a peace ambassador. So if he wanted to win the election, all the past election, I think he was going to win it.
So now, you being a sedition, do you think the statement coming from the U.S. embassy, do you think it is necessary or is not necessary?
For me, maybe it's just a warning for the Liberian, because it also important. Because we get people more opposition in our country giving a lot of threatening remark. The American people sitting there looking at everything. They seem happy. They seem happy in South Africa. We see them now. They put a lot of people on sanction. So it's not like they put on seeing what happened in Mama Liberia. All the threatening remark, the opposition they are giving, even those are in the ruling party now. They are saying everything.
Do you agree with your fellow sedition Frank Gibson that the Americans are now our number one ally, even though they are not working in the interest of Liberia? They are the one creating problem in Liberia. Do you agree with him?
America is our number one ally, and for Mama Liberia, everybody knows since Liberia was funded. So everybody knows. So people will come and say their own things, but we the Liberian people, we know it ourselves. Without America, we cannot make it, because we have our brother and sister that left our country in the way America. They are working there, they are paying tax, and our taxpayer money coming back to Liberia. Even most of them, they're working, saying that putting money. You see people like you will also working.
My brother, you sound like one ruling king from France. Is it the same ruling king?
No. This is Maurice Massacre from Belgium. Okay. Maurice Massacre, I always call on your show. Right. So the only advice, let me get in my statement. The only advice I get from my fellow Liberian, at least you gotta maintain the peace. No one going to break the election. Let the election going to be peaceful. It's going to be the president not going to break no election.
All right, thank you so much. Now we'll take somebody else on this line here. Good morning, welcome.
Morning, my friend. How you doing? This is Daniel getting Kokla from Banga City, Bon County.
Welcome, Daniel.
Thank you, brother. I welcome the statement coming from the American government. For us, we already aware. Look, Waka, this election, not something that somebody may say they will rig. Look at the way the people carry their numbers. So they're not election to play with. And that thing, the conversation, they're wasting their time. We're not going to wait for any sanction. Internet will take in right away. We don't want to time for them because we know the plan. What it is the government can convenience you now for people to go vote for them? Nothing. So
you saying the people are coming out. You see seditions today, they are all out in the street. They are making people believe. Listen, they are making people believe. Hello. They are making people believe that they can win the elections. That's why they are putting people out today. People are all out in the street.
But this is not the first time. These people failed the entire ATS the complex. 2 times they lost the election there. They even gathered people to their party headquarters. They slept there the next day to the election. They were beaten like a market dog. So we are aware of that. They don't get a number. You know how many buses are there? They hauling people in from Bangladesh, bombing over. So they're wasting their time. If you can carry on your artificial cry to that place, that can change the people's mind, Baka. People mind made up. I'm telling you.
All right.
The people, the dangerous people in election, the silent voter, they are the most dangerous people. You don't play with them.
All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. The people's minds are made up to vote. We are out. That's according to him. The silent voters will make the decision. The silent voter too may likely make the decision for we are who knows. Let me take this person. Good morning. Welcome. Your name is joining us from.
Yeah, Mr. Borger, good afternoon. This is Igwe Vitus, Haji Tiger, calling from Munich, Germany.
Yeah.
Long time, my brother.
Long time. How are you?
Yeah, I'm following you always.
Okay, thank you.
But I want to respond to the brother who called from Belgium. The George Weah he's talking about as a peace ambassador yesterday is no longer the George Weah that he know. Once you become a leader, you do everything possible to protect yourself. So the George Weah of yesterday is no longer the George Weah of today. He was peace ambassador yesterday. Today he is the president. And he will do everything. He will do everything to maintain the power. Because power is like when you take a liquor, you drink it. You understand? You begin to do what? Stagger. That's what happening now. Are you telling me that those stolen money, 16 billion, 10 billion, all this money, and even those auditors that die, are you telling me that George will allow someone to take the power easily so that they will probe him? Ask him how did he build those his houses. Ask those his government officials who are reckless, stealing people's money. Are you telling me that the George will allow you? His intention is to be there, and he will do everything. It is left with the opposition. And as the United Nations is coming up with the ECOWAS and a lot of them to put pressure on him so that they will do the right thing and protect their vote. That's the only thing they will do. And secondly again, the brother is talking about election. Elections, not today, not that day of voting the league election. Election have been rigged through what? Look at Ejin Nambi. Ejin Nambi, who was a maritime commissioner. Is now his party is a campaign chairman. Those code of conduct that they are violated is part of the election rigging. Election did not start today. They are campaigning with the government, with the resources of the country. It's part of the election rigging. So those things they are planned, they know it. George Weah Putin did. Okay, my brother, thank you.
Thank you so much. We have to make way for others to call in. Yeah, we take your calls on the line +231 888 62. That will take this person here. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Bwaga.
Your name is joining us from?
Yeah, this is Aaron Khan joining you from Buchanan.
Welcome. How is Buchanan?
Specifically from the Loop. Yeah, Buchanan School.
Oh, man, I'll be in Buchanan this video.
Okay, you are welcome. You are highly welcome.
All right. Go ahead, make your point.
Yeah, the statement from the U.S. Embassy, I welcome it highly. It's because it's not only referring to the government, it's referring to all the political aspirants that are in the race.
Every actors, all the actors.
Every actor, every one of them is referring to every one of them. It could be President Weah, it could be Mbaka, it could be Kumis, it can be any of them. But the issue here is this. If you keenly look at the campaign that is run in Liberia, we keep observing one candidate keep preaching this peace, President Weah. Mbaka, Kumis, the rest, you are not hearing them telling people of keeping the peace. Just recently, for one of Honorable Mbaka's campaign, he made a statement. If they see the election, we will do everything that there will be no more in Liberia.
Who said that? Where?
Mbaka?
Where?
Mbaka, if you want me to say the clip, I will say the clip on your show now.
Where he said that there will be no more Liberia if they rig the election?
On one of his campaign chips.
I beg you, I'm taking your number. I want that. I will
send that clip to you. He just made a statement that if they see the election, we will not tolerate it. If they see the election, there will be no Liberia. Yeah.
I really, because I haven't heard that. If I hear such a thing, I will go strongly against it, or I will go strongly against Ambassador Mbaka for that. But I haven't heard it, and I will not make a statement to it. I have taken your number. I will make sure that you give me that particular recording where Ambassador Mbaka said that. But you, number one, from your start point, you said, Ambassador Mbaka, Ambassador Weah is preaching the peace message. Is that what you are saying? So other political leaders are not preaching the peace message.
The peace. maintaining the peace. Yes, we may run our campaign and say everything, but maintaining the peace. None of them are mentioned to say we need to keep this peace because Liberia is the only country we have. It's only president we have is on record for that. I'm monitoring the election, following their shows every day.
Okay.
Now, another thing there is we've also seen people from the opposition camp. Just Yaka Koluba make a statement the few times. I think you get that other clip. Now, if he don't win, he will go back in the bush. These are threatening statements. That's why the embassy brought up that sanction statement. Many people are not looking at from the government. If you follow the government track record, all the by-election that the government has been having, most of CDC candidates have lost with just little points. From Nigeria, the person lost them, I think from about 5 to 1 point. Difference.
Okay.
They were lost.
All right. Now take other callers here this morning. Thank you so much. Now we'll take this other person. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Boakai.
Yeah, your name is Johnny was from.
Yeah, Dore Lasana is my name, and I'm joining you from Italy.
Welcome, Dore.
I just laugh as you just said it, right? I just laugh. Again, I just laugh. You know, I want to say a parable here. It's like we are having a match, a football match, right? Then you have a referee that cheated or in favor of you in the first, let's say, the first round. Well, you won the first round. Now the second round or the second leg, you see that our ball players, that are well equipped more than you. Now you are going to go to the mass competition that where those people they want to cheat. That's precisely what is happening right now to the United Party. Precisely to the United Party because they are the new contender right now. The new political party, or let me just say the opposition party in Liberia. Because what they did in 2005, in 2011 is now hurting them. So that is just bad aside, I welcome the statement from the United States. It's not particularly to any political party it's everyone. We should keep the peace. And those that will be responsible, they will bear the consequences.
Okay.
That's what they say. Right. Now I'm going back to the American people. Are they going to sit there or fire with blaze first before they will come and call it off? Because as we hear every day, letter cover is there. I'm going in the bush. If I can see go, I will take it go. I will take go, and then I'll bring it in. I will be spread. So American people they say now they be later. Thank you for the show, man. Have a nice day.
Thank you so much. Now we'll take another person from this line. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name is Johnny was from.
Oh, thank you, brother, this morning. Thank you so much. Brother, that is Bobby Abu Meska. Brother, I joined the discussion from this thing. As the couple this morning. Brother, let me appreciate you. Look, brother, when it comes to the statement that the ambassador then made, brother, I see that statement as a play to some of us, brother. But then you know what I say that? They are making for me statement here, the possession people for corruption that they shouldn't run. I was seeing leaders in silent statement and they are running to the country. So brother, so they kind of mess statement when the American people come over here. I think that they are happy. But there is no way for this statement to be reality. That is what bigger problem. The statement needs to be full, brother, because we are contestant of the fact and we are aware that the government want a regulation. There are other people saying that President, where is the peaceful person? No, when it comes to leadership, brother, there is no peaceful person to that. Because leadership changes person at times. So we should be very cognizant of the fact that they make a change to regular election. If you notice on the street, and the t-shirts that the people are wearing, even the banner and everything that they are carrying is Roman video. It's a matter of mercy. There is no second line written. So it's still to some of all who are intellectual inclined, intellectual sensitive. It's still to some of all that the people have something within the regulation. No, but we say this to Ambassador we are. Ambassador, we are aware the people have resolved. What are they shouldn't them to our election in this country when they go to the pool? Let's be aware that Boga so they are wearing they're going to 8 year, we are not embarrassing them. On the 17th, Boga, tell your people, tell them, they shouldn't embarrass them on the 17th when we lost in Boga. Let them be aware.
Thank you so much. Now take this other caller here. Good morning, welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Barkai. My name is Kesley calling from the US.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. My point here, since under George Weah administration, I've been in Liberia twice. I see complete differences between George Weah administration and the past government, early government. So definitely the election, as a Washington from this side, I believe there will be a fraudulent activity in the election. The CDC plan is to cheat, but Liberian people need to stand, they need to come out and vote in massive number to vote JMB. Once they can vote in real number of people, see the international committee watching, definitely there will be no any other thing like cheating or anything. Because once the number come out, it will be clear. It will be a clear indication that the government will be out of power. But if the Liberian people sit back, they don't come out in their number to vote, it will definitely play on them. Their CDC government will get time to manipulate the election. But if they can come up with massive number, there will be a clear indication that the George Weah administration will be out of power. The second thing I want to speak on is the chaotic situation of the planning, because definitely what they're planning, if they cheat and the other people try to come, they will definitely cause problem, and we don't want to know anything like war or any kind of problem in the country. We got our people back home. We pray for the election to be free and fair. Everybody should be calm and know that the election should be peace.
Okay.
That's the last question.
Thank you. They'll take this person here. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, morning, Boga, your brother Daniel from Bone County. I just want to clear the air. There's a caller call from Ambassador. This man is a debatical liar. These are the things that been telling people around. Where threatening the peace? Where? That man no violence in your DNA. Who preaching messages?
That's what I told him. I told him that I haven't seen that. I haven't heard about it. So if I took a number, I will call him after the show so he can tell me where the ambassador Wakai
that man not get no clear about that threatening any peace. That's a lie. That how they behave. This German they can lie. That how they been running this with lies. Then how they see Finance Minister show order the Eastern calling to America. Then how they see Finance Minister show order they are taking 27 million Liberia for profit. Why you 1 year again? Lies.
All right.
Who preaching hate messages? They're not person.
All right. Thank you so much. Now take this other person on the WhatsApp number. Good morning. Welcome. Hello. Okay, we messed up on our caller. Now take this one. Good morning.
Brother, so sorry again. Sorry, I had a call to respond to somebody quickly. Sorry. Yeah, quickly to the issue. You know, people saying you can call back zero, I will go to the bush, I will do this. The key is just simple. If you know you will not cheat, why worry? If I'm your father in the water, easy, I put my money down, we steal the money, I will pay you. And you go, you deliver the store, your father money, and then your father flock is zero, my papa be me. When you know you are not cheating in this election, why worry about you can go back going to the bush? That is in no way threatening the peace. Yekakoba is not saying that you cannot lose the election. If you lose on a fair basis, you will accept the result. Opposition are not saying that they cannot be defeated. If they lose on a fair basis, they will accept the result. But you should not temper with the people vote that what they are saying.
All right. Thank you so much. Now we'll take this person here. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, but 1 second, please. Everybody see that Frank Gibson is a coward. When the American ambassador was in OKFM studio, I personally called OKFM, and everything I said to you here today, I said it in front of the former American ambassador who just left the country. The recordings are there, go to OKFM. I'm not a coward. I said it in front of the American ambassador, and I told him that America is responsible for the destruction of Liberia. Besides that, there was a lady who visited Liberia on the sanction committee for the United States.
So in OKFM studio, I personally called and I told America and responsible for the destruction of Liberia. I'm not a coward. So people feel that
Hello, Frank. Let me ask you this question: what do you make of sanctioned officials not being prosecuted by by your government?
No, it is not. The body is on the United States.
No.
Those people are very corrupt. Americans have the body.
Listen to me, Frank Gibson. Don't come. The burden is on the government. Mr. Weir took them from that position. He should have sent them for investigation. Up to now, the president haven't sent them yet. So what do you make of that? That your own government and your president is unable to send McGill and other people for investigation. What do you make of that?
So let's go back to Prince Johnson and Barney Sherman, who was earlier sanctioned by the United States. I'm coming now. Let's go back to the other people of Prince Johnson and Barney Sherman that was sanctioned by the United States. So what we expect our opposition legislature to do is to pass a resolution. To force the executive to carry on those actions. So Frank doesn't have a power. Okay. So people should know that. I've said it to the American ambassador. I've said it even the European ambassador.
My man Frank Gibson, you beat it around the bush. I ask you a specific question. Why is it that your government is yet to prosecute those that were sanctioned? Why is it that, George, we are having mustered the courage yet to send McGill and other folks that were sanctioned by the government? Why is it that Ambassador Weir haven't been able to send them for prosecution? Why? From when you're around, you don't want to answer the question? Stop wasting my time, Frank. We take some more calls on the line here, +231 888. That's +231 888 102 coming up this morning. You will be live on the Costa Show. We are looking at the statement made by the Charge d'Affaires near Morovia that, okay, this is the statement. Somebody want me to play it again so they can hear it for themselves. So they can say, oh, that Bwaka is talking about it here. We will play the voice again for you. Here is it.
Will soon be celebrating your democracy by flocking to the polls to choose your leaders and representatives. It is a solemn responsibility. It is important that the government must ensure that these are free, fair, and peaceful elections, and to hold accountable those who would attempt to disrupt it. Officials must also ensure that the government invests in an adequate level of money, personnel, and organizational resources to protect its citizens, candidates, polling stations, and election workers from intimidation or harm. The eyes of the world are focused on these elections and how they are managed. The United States, a long-standing partner of Liberia, along with the international community, has been working closely with the NEC to ensure that all election observers have full access to polling stations during election day, as well as access to the vote tallying. The U.S. Embassy, through USAID, is directly supporting both international and domestic election observer missions, as well as our own mission observing the election process throughout the country. The United States is also prepared to assist in efforts to keep these elections free, fair, and peaceful by holding accountable anyone responsible for engaging in activities to undermine the democratic election process in Liberia through additional measures such as sanctions. On a lighter note, I want to talk briefly about...
So that's it. You listen to the Charge d'Affaires. Let's take this person here quickly. Good morning. Welcome.
Okay, I'm attempting to come back for a second time and respond to that Gibson, Frank Gibson.
No, man, what are we doing? I respond to responding here, my brother. When I'm let's that respond to responding, it will be wasting our time. Let's focus on the main issue here. We're not coming to give that man relevant here. Where people responding. No. Let's focus on the main issue. Let's focus on the topic, please. Let's focus on the topic and start responding. Go ahead. You are live.
Thank you, Bucket. Frank Griffin will jog out and swap lie on the U.S. government and say they this and that. Bucket, the U.S. government always behind government to do the right thing. Bucket, I go back straight to 1985 when even Doe was in power. When U.S. government was pressurizing Doe to do the right thing. You know what Doe did, Bucket? Doe organized a rally in Liberia, a dollar rally that we should pay all U.S. government debt because Doe did not want to do the right thing. Bucket, they may organize that Liberia should pay all United States government debt. Can you imagine that?
Okay.
You are not able to pay that money. So if the U.S. government is behind you to do the right thing, Bucket, and you don't do it, if things are happening in that country, what do you expect them or to do? As the U.S. is warning this government right now or warning everybody that they should do the right thing. If you don't do the right thing, Bucket, and you believe that you can manipulate or whatever, what will happen tomorrow? Then you will say that the U.S. government is the one that is doing it to you.
All right.
You will do the right thing.
All right. Thank you so much. Let's do the right thing. We take some more calls. +231 888 624171. We take like 3 more calls because we are already out of time. 3 more calls. We have 9 more minutes to go, so we can take 3 calls within our 9-minute time. So you could be a part of the process this morning. This is all about sending a caveat to all those that are participating. It's like I said, this is not only limited to the CDC. This is not only limited to the ruling party, but the burden is on the ruling party now. They said to them, maintain the peace and hold accountable those that will get involved into manipulations, into violence. The government should hold them in account. Let's take this person. Good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, Braga. This is Thomas from New Jersey.
Welcome, Thomas.
Good morning. Yeah, Braga. Right now, I see that the tension is very high in our country due to the election. I think, like you said, I know you just made a statement. The American ambassador is not just talking about the government alone.
Mm-hmm.
They are talking about everybody.
Yeah.
The system of this election is everybody's responsibility. Opposition, government, imposition, everybody, all citizens. We need to tone down the rhetoric. I know they're taking it from the playbook of the CDC because I know 2017 election CDC did the same thing. McGill came out and made some kind of big threat about people rigging election. So I think that's the same playbook the opposition is following right now. So, but I think the bottom line is we all just need to calm down. We need to observe the process and just pray to God to make sure ensure that everything goes well.
Okay.
Thank you, Bwaka.
Thank you so much. Now take Sam Brown on this line. Sam, good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, my man. I'm back to the U.S. now. We're in Liberia. It was so tense of me to visit your office.
Yeah, welcome.
One over there. Thank you very much for what you guys are doing to disseminate the information to our people. People that speaking, they don't know what is going on the ground. You down there, and I was there I just got back. It's a situation that goes on. That's why I'm making the people to say that. According to information that I got from Jerusalem, the election commissioner, the election commissioner, the head of the election, I learned that it is Joey girlfriend. They have been going up about 15 years, according to the story of Jerusalem, the former CDC chairman. Even they also, so that's how you connect that. That's why the people are coming up with the whole thing, because the girlfriend being the head, it may have some sort of fireplace. So some of those things are coming out, that's where the source coming from. But on the 17th to the 19th, I think the meeting from there will come. They will come with more information on Liberia.
Okay. Thank you so much. Now we'll take another person here. Good morning. Welcome. Good morning. Oh, we mess up on that person. We stay taking your calls, keep them coming in. 2 more calls, then we wrap it up. Like I said, the seditions are out today. Today is their blue day. We're wishing them well. Let them go and have their program in peace. Like you see, others are not bothering them. Others are not going and showing jobs. Everybody, going about their normal businesses. Other political parties are going about their normal businesses. So if you tomorrow or next week, when the United Party, the CPP, the LPP, the ACO, when they are out, let the citizens to respect themselves and allow them to go about doing their rally in a peaceful manner like they are doing theirs today. We are seeing them out in their numbers. They are putting people out in the street to make it look like, oh yes, we can win the election. Like I said, we wish them well. The United Party will put people out, make it look like they can win the election too. We wish them well. We wish everybody well. All we are asking for is a peaceful process. All we are asking Liberians to do, don't allow yourself to be used by a politician. Don't allow yourself to, your vote matters a lot. Your vote matters a lot. So the next 6 years, that decision that you will make on October 10 will carry you, your family, and everybody for another 6 years. For another 6 years. My people, this is a time. Nobody need to tell us. If you are feeling better under this administration, you have the right. Go ahead. Re-elect George Weah. But if you know that things are not okay with you, if you know that school open now, you're not able to even register your children, if you know that the security sector can protect the citizens, people are dying on a daily basis with no outcome. If you know you can get food to eat on time, go ahead and make that decision. Vote that person of your choice. Make sure that you put Liberia above all. This is the only country we have. This is the only country we have. And for now till another 6 years, if you can do better for your family, if you can vote rightly for your children's future to be good, you are the same person that will be damaging their future. Your children will be looking up to you. And if you can carry something home, that's the time your wife, your girlfriend will start to look down on you. Because woman, I want men, I will not just be bringing things home. All day you go, you sit down on party, you sit down to party headquarters, you go, you cause noise, then you come home with your head swinging with nothing. Your mother is supporting Unity Party. Your mother is supporting CDC that is in power now. Your government, your party is in power now, but you can't carry nothing home. You can't carry nothing home. Then you say, oh, you're defending the George Weah. You're making sure that he's re-elected. You're going to the United Party headquarters. You're making sure that George Weah, Mr. Joseph Boakai, is elected. If Joseph Boakai is elected, then again, you can serve in government. Not everybody will serve in government, though. But make sure that that person that you are placing there will improve your life a little bit. Will improve your life a little bit. Not every day we'll be calling our people then in America. Please help me with small thing. Please help me with small thing. Even me, I can text my friends in America. When I jam, when it's difficult, I can reach out to them. I say, man, please help me with small thing. If they have it, fine. They do help me. But not every day we'll be doing this. They themselves to have life there. They are working for they and their family. Then you here, you're making a wrong decision every day, but you want to be dependent on them. That's what I can tell my friends. Once you are a citizen, I see you in your beret. I see you supporting CDC every day. You posting about CDC. You say the government is doing well. At least expect you to come in my inbox to even ask me for $5. No. At least expect you to come and ask me for $5. Because I know you are on social media every day saying that this government is doing better. I know you are in communities canvassing for this government. It means that your life is already better. That's why you are supporting them. They can be in power. You supporting them. Then you still be backing opposition people. What sense does that make? What sense does that make? Your family there in the United States of America fighting for you, sending you to school, feeding you. They are feeding a pinch on our side there. Somebody say using the word pinch. They are going through a lot just to make sure that you survive. But they will be surprised they go and see you wearing a party t-shirt that is not doing nothing for you. That is not doing nothing for you. Today again, we'll see them all out. Then tomorrow, they will be in your inboxes. Hey, but you get pay me a small thing. You get please do this. That's the time I will go right on your Facebook page and take your photo and send it right to you and say, I thought you were the one that was on the street saying that this government is doing better. Our people in the diaspora, they are tired. They are tired. They can be frustrated that every day they would see, they are living better life. They want to see better life for their family back home. But how? When their family back home are not making a rightful decision. Their family back home are not making a rightful decision. It's become frustrating. October 10 again will go. We'll look at people. We'll say, oh, because the person, my party feeling telling me say I should vote for the person. So because it's a party mandate, I will vote for the person. You don't know if that person will do better for you in your district. You don't know if that person will do better for you in your county. Because the party tell you. So you go about voting. Then, when the person is not doing well to better represent you at the national legislature, to improve your life, to fight for you, then you take your entire burden now and place it on our brothers and sisters in the diaspora. They are working themselves out. They can sleep. They can rest. When I see my wife is in America, my wife is there. I know what she go through. Every day, she making sure that the time that she should take to rest her body, she making sure that we back home, we survive. And not just her, other people, they are feeling the same thing that she's going through. Because of the wrong decision that we all make. Because of the wrong decision that we all make. Sometimes you will call your brothers, your father, your sisters in the great United States. They will ignore your call because they know that even if they help you, some people will go about giving you business. They want you to improve your life, but you will mismanage that little money that they will give you to do that business. When you finish mismanaging that little money that they gave you as a brother, as a sister, you will be the same one again, calling them. Then we'll say, oh, the Lebanese people are running our economy. We'll say, oh, the Indian people are running our economy. What are you doing to help yourself? If your people in the diaspora just give you $5, like you can make it out of $10. Now, what the song I'm hearing outside, are in a studio right now. There's some I'm hearing outside from my brothers and sisters. If you hear it now, you in the diaspora, you feel bad. There's some I'm hearing outside. They are saying, we want Kush, we don't want Boyo. Seditious are the ones singing that song now. I'm in a studio hearing a song. We want Kush, we don't want Boyo. We want Kush, we don't want Boyo. Can you imagine that? We want Kush, we don't want Boyo. Hey, Liberia. It becomes frustrating. That's the song that is being sung outside there now. I'm in the office here now hearing it. We want Kush. We don't want Boyo. We want Kush. Drugs, Kush, that is damaging out the fabric of our society. Getting our youthful generation. Our brothers and sisters are singing that song now out there. They are saying, we want Kush. We don't want Boyo. Hey, Liberians. What will you tell your children tomorrow? If your children see you behaving like that, what will you, what, you know, you are already damaging their future. You know, it's so sad this morning. It's so sad, folks. We just pray for a better. Do you know that a typical Liberian man, we are living in Liberia, we feel to ourselves like we haven't started life yet. You can be living in Liberia, you know that you can be thinking that, oh, you not start life here until you travel to Liberia. That's just what we can be thinking. We just feel that Liberia, the place we are now, we start life here until we leave Liberia before we start life. This is what we are going through. It's become so frustrating. That's what I say. I'm not going to support any political party. No. I will not canvass for any political party. I will not. I will sit behind this microphone and preach out the message. Some will dislike me. Some will not, like the way that I will sound to their political leaders. But I have to preach it out. Tomorrow, history will judge us. They will say one little boy used to sit behind the microphone and tell us that this is this, but we refuse to listen. So, folks, our climax, I will end here today. I will be back here tomorrow for the weekend's edition. It's just so frustrating for our country. It's just so frustrating. Vote the right leader. If you think Mr. Alexander Cummings is the best person, go ahead and vote in. If you think Joe Barker is the best person, go ahead and vote in. If you think Josh Weah is doing better for you, Go ahead and vote him. We'll be here tomorrow with a brand new edition of this show. Make the right decision for yourself. Have a nice day. Boakai. Amara Kamara is my name. Talk to you tomorrow. I'll be back here for a brand new edition of the show. It's bye-bye from my end.